What's up, everybody? I'm going to go ahead and install Cassini Nova for everyone. Um, it installed, but I wasn't really thinking when I installed it. I installed all three desktops, kernels. These guys are just literally just got out and started pushing the truck. I think they got it. I wonder if they ran out of fuel or not. So we're gonna get going. So when you turn on, you want to hurry up and hit F12. If it's set to boot F12. Some of them aren't. Some computers like this one, I had to enable it. I'm gonna go down to USB CD-ROM. I'm gonna boot off of that USB drive that we created. Because it's not set to boot off of it first. It's set to boot the hard drive. So we're gonna go boom. We're gonna go ahead and run it. I have this wireless card hooked up to the USB so I can connect to Wi-Fi at McDonald's and it actually work well. Because it'll take a while. I mean, it won't be a very good connection with the internal wireless, which is 5 gigahertz. I'll probably get like a 30% connection compared to this. I'll probably get like a 60-70% connection with this. I'm excited to join this open collective community and see what it is I can learn and do and contribute. This operating system has me intrigued out of all of them. It's got me really intrigued. Which we're going to be learning C++, all that stuff. We're going to be C++, all that computer language, Python, Ruby, Perl, all that stuff. I'm going to be doing all that stuff with the weather stuff, along with the weather stuff, which will be part of the concept shop because I'm going to be developing my own programs and whatnot for systems for cars as well. I'm not lying, I'm opening up a concept shop. I just need funds, people. I really don't need them. I can do it all myself. It just will take longer. So I need you. All right, so it's up and running. First, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna connect to the internet real quick. So right here, right, this is the Intel one that's built in. It can go faster, but it won't go as far. It says available networks. Looking for McDonald's. Right there. See, it's like half. Go here. See how much more networks I pick up? Yeah, it's way better. So even though we connected, we get an IP address. We don't have an internet connection yet because we have to open up the browser. We got to accept McDonald's terms and all that for their internet to use it. So we're going to open this up right here. Open network login page. We're going to go ahead, connect to Wi-Fi. Says we're connected. We can close this now. We do officially have internet connection now. So we'll go ahead. It says internet connection not found. Wait 10 seconds and ask again. Internet connection established. We're good to go. So another reason why I'm installing Endeavor all over again is I went to go try out the Warm Edition. It's strictly keyboard based for the most part, and it's so simple. There's no window manager or anything. I would have to actually build my own desktop, which I can, but that takes time and effort that I don't have. I'm not sitting here trying to build an operating system. If I wanted to do that, I would do that. I want a pre-built operating system that has tools and a window manager, a full-blown desktop that is easy for me to use so I can study and work and go to school and do video editing and all that stuff with a Linux box. Um, Among many other things. This is basically my remote computer. This is the computer I use to connect to everything, do everything with. So we're just gonna do a basic install. But we're only gonna install one kernel. And we're gonna do it online. I'm hoping I didn't corrupt one of the files earlier by pulling the flash drive when the fucking computer was being stupid. It usually don't take this long. We'll see though. It's always something, I'm telling you. It's odd. Here we go. I know it wants a power source. I know I don't have one. I gotta get one. We picked the time zone, Detroit. So that's where we're at right now. English default, yes. If it was Spanish, Margarita, I would probably change it for her. I would set it up for her, unless she wanted it. We're gonna go with Plasma KDE. I feel like it's either this or Budgie, man. I know Mate. I've used Mate many times. This is probably what I should go with, honestly, is XFCE because of the computer that it is. It's only got 4 gigs of RAM. It's only a 1.10 gig processing unit. I mean, we can always go to XFCE. I'm going to give Plasma KDE a try. I really want to try it, and I think that's what I started using last time. So this is what we're not going to do. We're not going to add all this extra bullshit. We're just going to keep the one. There's only a 100 gigabyte hard drive, SanDisk drive in here. It's a flash drive pretty much. So I didn't realize how much shit that stuff was taking up last time I installed it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Printing support for printer scanner, accessibility tools. I'm gonna leave that just the way it is. System boot provides a simple experience which will work for most circumstances. This is the default option for Endeavour OS. Grub, which is old, you still can use it, but I'm very familiar with Grub. It says Grub is a long-standing bootloader for Linux and is the best choice for individuals wanting to boot off of BTRFS snapshots or need to use a smaller EFI partition. And then it says no bootloader selected. Selecting no bootloader might result in an unbootable system. If you don't already have a bootloader that you can add this install to. So we're going to leave it just the way it is. Hit next. We're going to hit erase disk. We're going to want to swap with Hibernate. It's a laptop. If the screen gets closed, whatever work is there, it needs to be saved on the hard drive because the RAM on a computer is volatile. Once you pull power from it, the information, the data that is in there is gone. It's gone. You can't get it back. So that's what a swap is a space on the hard drive. Now, it's asking with Hibernate or no Hibernate. If you have a laptop, you want it. If you want to Hibernate, you got to have a swap. Period. A swap to file is nice if you're managing many operating systems or partitions. It makes it easier to move around and whatnot. The swap with Hibernate is going to be the better option. You just leave it. You don't ever have to mess with it. Good to go. My recommendation is the swap file should always be at least 1.5 times more than the actual RAM. Or most operating systems like to go double. So say this laptop has 4, it's probably going to do 8 gigabyte swap, which it did. So normally if I were to do it, I could go to manual partitioning. I'd probably put 6 gigabytes. But it's better to have it than not to have it, right? If your computer ever does a hiccup or it has problems, code starts crashing and stuff, it runs out of RAM for some odd reason, even though you have 32 gigs of RAM, you wouldn't really necessarily need a swap. But it's always good to have it for developing purposes and all that other stuff. So definitely put a swap with Hibernate. ext4 is what it is, Linux. That's the file system that we're using. So it's going to create a FAT32 partition, a 1 gigabyte, 1000 megabyte FAT32 partition to boot. That's the EFI system. That's to boot the actual file system. And then it's going to be 107.4, so 107.5 gigabytes for the operating system. Music, movies, all that stuff, photos, programs, all that. And then 8 gigabytes for swap, which is basically more RAM. So really, in a sense, this computer has 12 gigs of RAM. But not really. It only has 4. Retro box, I'm naming it. You know, I can't have my password. Alex hasn't called me yet. I'm about to call him in a minute. I need to smoke. Somebody's over here banging Tupac. So, yep, this is what it's going to do. Set time zone to America, Detroit. The system language will be set to American English, United States. The number and dates local will be set to American English. Set keyboard model to generic 105 key PC. Set keyboard layout to English. It says install option system md-boot. It's going to erase disk. That's where the disk is, /dev/mmcblk0. That's the actual physical mount of the drive. That's the directory, in a sense, it will be. And then it's telling me everything that it's going to do. We're going to hit install. Install now. See, look at this one, right? Those are all the Wi-Fi it's picking up. That's the built-in Wi-Fi. This is my card that I've had for years. It's actually picking up less, it's saying right now. There we go. See how it picks up so much more? It's because it just picks up farther, but it's only picking up 2.4 gigahertz. That's the problem, though. It doesn't do 5 gigs. This one does 5 gigahertz. It's an Intel 6 card, so technically it should pick up way more, but it doesn't travel as far because it just doesn't have the antenna, that's all. I got this big ass antenna that has a really high gain. It can, it throws the signal out farther, it picks up a lot better. Which I keep it it's in a toothpick dental bag to keep it from getting wet. Dude, this thing's been around. This thing has been around. It's been chewed on by animals. It's been bent. I've done so much stuff with that thing. So much pen testing, networking stuff. I've earned a lot of money through the years, like working for companies and installing networking things and managing databases and whatnot, remote type stuff. Which I would love to do that type of stuff for side work again, but I don't have a steady, solid internet connection in this car yet, so I can't really necessarily do that. I have to get this car fully set up before I could do remote work out of my car. And that's what the concept shop is. I'm going to be setting up vehicles so people can do remote work from their vehicle, make it secure, not only internet wise, networking wise, but physically as well. Make it faster, make it better, make it more efficient, make it safer, cooler, look better, and then make it intelligent. And these mosquitoes are pissing me off. I'm about to roll up my window. That's a fact. And I think I just got a message from someone. Now my thing just froze up. That was odd. That's it. email. I'm getting a lot of job opportunities. They're calling me left and right. Come on, mosquitoes. Bro, I don't even want to kill the mosquito. But fuck, man. Oh, out of my car. Out, you out. Fuck. Dude, when I hear the buzzing of them, it irks me. I'm half tempted to go see if that possum comes out tonight. See if it plays with my little toy that's underneath my car. I gotta head that way anyways in the morning to donate plasma so I have money in the morning for gas and whatnot and food and shit. Coffee. Which I can't even get coffee at 5 in the morning like my normal routine because I don't have the money. Dude, my hair is literally just coming out. I'm just like pulling out hair after hair. I don't understand how I shed so much hair and I don't go bald. Like that, all of that just came. You probably can't even see it, but all of that just came out. You can kind of see it. All of that, dude. Crazy to me. And it's going outside. Better than under the seat, like some of my ex-girlfriend. Well, one of my exes. This part takes forever. So, since it takes forever and it sits here, I'm gonna hang up. I'm gonna call Alex and head that way. See if I could go get some bud. I need a smoke.